Men need to be relied on or needed, you know, in their lives, in their universe or their worlds, to put it right. Men need to feel relied upon, they need to feel needed. That's why most, or my belief is, and from my research, why most men are taking a permanent solution to temporary problems is the fact that they're not relied on, they're not needed by anyone. They have no one to give back to, in service, be in service of, should I say. And that's why you have so much, in my opinion, so many men committing permanent solutions to problems. Because if you look at it, if you really break it down, right, men wish to be heroes in their lives, to the people around them, to the communities, to their countries, or whatever you want to call it. In some small way, every man wants to be the hero. Whether you want to admit it or not, most men have pushed their hearts so deep down in themselves that they've lost that spark, and they need to rekindle it. But they lost it. So they don't. Men don't just need that battle, right? Men need a battle. John Aldridge with I can't remember the book's name at the moment. Sorry about that. I'll link it down below or something, right? I just thought, like, every man needs a battle, but you don't just need the battle alone. You need a battle that's just going to be a really lonely battle with no point in it for men. What you need is a battle for something, for someone. Right? The most men want to battle for the people in their lives. They want someone to fight for, whether it be as the women in their lives, their wives, their girlfriends, their mothers, their family, their sons, their daughters, uh, the community that they're in, whatever. They need someone to fight for. They need someone that will rely on them, that they can be, that can prove that they are worth it, right? That they can come through on the challenge. And I believe most men are struggling with depression, with all these problems because of isolation. Myself included, I've been in this as well. Um, they're isolated. Nobody needs them. No one cares about them, in a sense of, when shit hits the fan, no one relies upon them to do something. No one looks to them to be the strong person that comes in. And obviously this is self-created. I get that. It takes a while to get back. So just want to look at my notes here quick. As I said again earlier, they've buried their heart so deep that they don't believe they can be someone, or can come through as someone to be relied upon, or someone that can be the hero, to be respected, right? Initially, like, no one looks at them and expects them to show up, in a sense, right? Which could be good in a sense of, you can surprise everyone, but at the same time, that's also what's causing a lot of the problems for men, in my opinion. And with that, how do we go about, because you've pressed your heart so deep before, and you haven't been showing up, so you have your self-confidence is at all-time low, you don't believe you can show up. So what are the ways that we can start showing up the way we want to be that hero, to be the man that everyone relies upon? How can we start doing that? Very simple, easy way: start taking away comforts. That is, I would say, start by taking away some of the comforts and replacing it with difficult things. Cold showers. That is extremely difficult, because for myself included, I absolutely love boiling hot showers, no matter the time of the day. I love it. I hate and I do say this very strongly, I shouldn't use the word hate, but I really dislike cold water or cold showers or a swimming pool that's extra cold. I don't like it. However, that helps build confidence on doing hard things. Start your day off hard. Have a cold shower. Um, like start replacing some of these things. Instead of doom scrolling, read a book. It's difficult. It's not comfortable at first. It takes a while to get into it. Instead of watching a movie, go watch, I wouldn't say a documentary, but go watch something that where you actually learn from it, right? And just all these little things. Instead of ordering your food online all the time, like most people do in the world now, even here where I am in Thailand, massive thing. Everyone just orders food, saves a lot of time, whatever. Walk. Get out of your house. Walk to the shop. Order the food. Walk back. Whatever. Like just find things that you do in your life and find ways to make it a little bit more difficult. Start talking to a cashier. Start, you know, talking to random people on the road. Like if you're waiting somewhere, you're just sitting, spark up a conversation. Um, at work, spark up a conversation, whatever. Just find things that make you uncomfortable and do them. Order of Man had a very good thing he used to say when learning how to speak to people, how to become more social. He said, wherever you go, whatever shop you go to, ask if they have any discounts or any discounts they can give you. Sounds very simple, hella scary when you do it, right? When you ask for a discount or ask if they have any specials for you, can be very intimidating. But once you've done it enough, you overcome that. You become more confident in yourself. And all these little things. Show up, do your exercising every day, whether you want to or don't. If you journal, do a journal. If you write, do writing. Do whatever it is you want to do in your life. Find something that is uncomfortable. Instead of waking up and going onto Instagram or TikTok or YouTube or whatever in the morning, instead of that being your first thing, go sit in silence for 10 minutes if you can, or go exercise, or go for a walk. Do something other than just any. Surprisingly, you'll find out how it actually changes your day. Um, like it influences your day in a small way. Obviously, it's not a massive. It's not going to change your day. Wow, it's completely 180 day. No, it's will take time and it builds on consistency. And you have to keep showing up, keep showing up. You keep falling as well. You will 90% of the time, well, not 90% of the time, but generally you do fall off. You do miss a day. You do miss this. You do something comes up. Just pick it up. You have the routine there. Just pick it up the next time. Just keep going. Okay, well, I missed that. Okay, let's go to the next step. Let's just do what you can and keep doing something, excuse me, something that gives you a bit of a challenge. And the more you show up for yourself, the more you do that, the more you learn, the more you implement things in life, the more you will show up for other people, and more other people will start looking to you for that knowledge, for that reliability, for, you could be the hero in a sense, right? Metaphorically. Yeah, that's it for this one. It was just an idea that was going off in my head, that or something I was watching, and it's something I thought I would like to share on the channel. It applies to me as well, as much to anyone else. Um, and like most of, I'm rambling a bit, but most of my life that I've been depressed, because I was at a stage depressed, and I had those thoughts, or those dark thoughts, was in a time of my life where I never showed up for myself. I never stood up for myself, in a sense. I didn't do the things I was supposed to do. I did everything that was dopamine seeking. I played games 24/7, or it's not 24/7, sorry. As much as I could with the minimal amount of work I had to do to survive, to pay for bills, pay for food. Outside of that, just games. Games, I would play games well, not 24/7 again, but every minute I wasn't at work was a minute it was spent basically playing games. I would skip meals. I remember I watched my sister and her husband and my brother's house for, I think it was a week, maybe 2 weeks that they went on holiday. And for that 2 weeks, I basically, for the first, for about a week and a half, I didn't eat anything. I drank milk and that was it. And just gained 24/7 until eventually I passed out and woke up like a day and a half later. So, rambling again, but the point is, been there, done that. When you are isolated alone and you're living that kind of lifestyle, you're not going to be in the right mind. So start cutting that out, start cutting it down, start proving to yourself that you are worthwhile, and eventually you will come out on top. You'll get people to start relying on you. I've got people that are starting to rely on me now. I've got things I have to show up for. I'm not perfect. I'm still dropping the ball here and there, but it starts with a small step. Right, I've rambled on enough for this video. I hope I got my message across, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.